I could give a fuck about a blog list. I'm reading gun magazines, looking for a cartridge. Winchester special edition, leave niggas nauseous. Riding in a Crown Vic I picked up from the auction. Presidents in my pockets, these niggas all.
This block mean the most to me. 108th to 110th Street, we on First Ave. My grandmother moved right here in B building in like probably 78, 79. I mean, the east side is still the same, but it was a lot crazier. I mean, the little dudes out here is still bugged out, but it's just a lot of new stuff. Like this is the juice bar, it's my man Red's juice bar. This wasn't here, you know what I mean? Like it was never no healthy spots you could come get no juice and shit like that. So it's a lot of changes, you know what I mean? I'm just, what I'm bringing back, you know what I mean? I'm just motivating this whole side, you know what I'm saying? So it changed, but it's been the same to me. Like this building ain't, all this right here been the same forever, so. But it's slowly but surely, it's getting better. Yeah. The same building, my grandmother lived in this building. You know what I mean? Like, so this is where I can remember seeing these colorful doors, like as a kid, walking through here and all that. My cousin Donald taking me to Heidi's and getting sandwiches and all that, like, so. Jim Jones done lived here, Dame Dash done lived here, Bloodshed, rest in peace, he from D building, like, it been so many people live right in this same plaza, Duke the Guard, like all Dipset done stayed right here. They all done came through, at one point in their life, they was over here. So, you know what I mean, Cam and Mace went to Manhattan Center. I went there for a couple months before I went to B-More. That's right here, you know what I mean? Like, so, this whole area is like, it always breeded talent, you get what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's the hood, you know what I mean? Like, it look nice, but this shit is like I said, the projects Wilson and Jeff right here, so it's in the mix of a lot. First Ave is a lot come up and down First Avenue. I was seeing shit mad early as a kid. I knew what I wanted to do. I knew what I didn't want to do. I seen the dudes I didn't want to be like, you get what I'm saying? Then I seen the dudes that was getting money, hopping out. I wanted to be like them. So with me, it was gonna either be sports entertainment. Like, I always say that, like, I never was no 9 to 5, get up. I can't do that shit. Like, I don't have the patience for it. I don't like nobody over me, clock in, I can't do that. And coming from Harlem is fast, so that's what you see, is either the drugs or it's the quick money. It ain't nobody really saying, yo, I wanna go be a doctor. I didn't grow up around people like that talk like that, like, well, I wanna go do this. It was, man, I got a game today, or I got this for sale, or I'm rapping, I got this show to, like, it's fast money. It's a fast lifestyle, so that's all I knew. You get what I'm saying? It's dope that now I'm 27, it made sense. You feel me? Like, word. It's my man Frankie right here, man. He been making these sandwiches all my life, man. You know how that go.
What's up? How you doing?
What's up? How you doing? And this is where my family started at. This is where I was born. This is where I was raised. You know what I mean? This is where I first learned everything. You know what I mean? From girls to drugs to basketball. There's a park in the back of the building over here we used to play at. And there's another park on 96 and 1st Street. So I just like, this block mean the most to me because this is, when I think about me as a kid and like where I really, really came from and where my family came from, where my pops was at, where his mother was at, it was right here. My grandmother died in this building. This is the last place she lived. You know what I mean? So this, I just feel like she be here with me. Like, I just always feel most comfortable right here.
It's your little Mexican volume 2, man.
Matter of fact, we gonna go on the far right corner over there. They ain't about to pull up in the park with us. My upbringing in Harlem was like most kids in Harlem. You know what I mean? I started playing basketball. My father played ball, so that's what the first thing he put on me was playing ball. But I got into like a lot of the wrong shit early. You know what I mean? So by the time I got to like 9th, 10th grade, me and my sister, we got different mothers. She lived in Maryland. So I moved down there for a couple years. I was getting a lot of trouble up here, just getting in different fights and there's a lot of dumb shit. But I went down there, you know what I mean, and kind of focused up a little bit. You know what I mean, so by the time when I came back to New York, I was down there for maybe 3-4 years. But I'd be back and forth, you know what I mean? So by the time I came back home, it was like I was a little sharper. I wasn't 16 no more. I wasn't a kid, so I was able to get into the music and really lock in on it. You know what I mean? Before, like, just coming up, it was a lot of more distractions. I wasn't really focused on nothing besides basketball. And once that ain't really work, it was like, all right, I'm gonna do what all my friends is doing. I mean, I'm gonna sell weed, I'm gonna do whatever I can do to get a couple dollars and be in the mix, just be around everybody. So that kind of hurt me for a couple years, you know what I mean? Like I did I got locked up in Baltimore. I did a little 6 months out there. And that kind of sharpened me up, like, all right, I'm playing out here, you know what I mean? Like, I can't really progress moving the way I'm moving. So I came back to New York, you know what I mean, and locked in crazy. Like, was recording every day, studio every day, videos every week. And it started to build. Just the people in the street start talking, start seeing me, like, nah, I be seeing you doing your thing. And it just started growing crazy, you know what I'm saying? But it started right here. Where that jump at though, Ray? What's good? What up? What's up, bro? Who the nicest over here, B? What up with y'all? Y'all chilling?
Yeah, what's up, bro?
What up?
How you been?
Coolin'? What up, homie? What up? Y'all chilling? Oh, y'all got no girls over here, man. Man, they supposed to be watching y'all. Right? I'm right or wrong? Yeah, you know, right or wrong. The last conversation I had with Pat Kennedy, he was my head coach at Towson University in Baltimore. And he told me, the last words he said to me was, mind you, I'm like 21 at this point. I've been playing ball. My father brought a basketball to the hospital. So I've been knowing ball since birth. He looked me in my face at 21 years old and said, we don't need you. He said, he was like, basically, you're disposable. I could find somebody with your height, somebody that run as fast as you, somebody that jump as high as you, shoot as good as you. Like, you know what I mean? My head coach told me that. I went to Richmond, the whole team was white. It was a Prince of Oakland.
Trying to fade roll.
Wow, I'm like, fuck, I'm talking crazy. Coach like,
What are you doing?
this isn't Rucker Park, Brewster. Like, we're not doing that here.
Please be quiet.
I had the braids. I'm wilding on kids. I ain't know. That's the only ball I knew, bro. I played in Harlem and Baltimore. B-ball is jail ball everywhere in the regular park. Niggas is punching niggas, talking crazy. Like, that shit different out there, bro. So that shit hit me like, whoa. Like, I've been going hard with this game all my life. Like, this is all I know. This is all I live for. And then know that somebody could control that like that, to have that power where they could say, well, I ain't gonna play. He was my coach, so he could do that. He could say, well, I ain't playing you. You get what I'm saying? It fucked me up when he said it, but it kind of sharpened me up. Like, all right, it let me know, like, people don't really care. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about what you could do for them or how much good you could bring to their situation. So once I learned that, I said, all right, with music, I'm in total control. Like, if it ain't my manager, Wayno, or just somebody giving me advice, it's me. I don't have nobody over me saying, yo, I don't need you for this, or, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is me. I'm making myself needed. I had no initial supporters. Nobody. My mother, she support anything. You know what I always say, if I was robbing banks, I'd be hiding the money at my mom's crib. Like, my mother been my best friend forever, but nobody was supporting the rap at first because everybody knew me for basketball. You feel me? So it was like, you 6'5", brother. What you about to rap? What you doing? Like, I'm about to rap, brother. This music ain't working. I mean, the ball ain't working. So now they seeing like, oh, that shit work. Like, you feel me? So it just feel good when you prove somebody wrong. Like, that's the best feeling in the world, to really prove people wrong that was really standing behind what they was saying. Like, yo, that rap ain't gonna work. You know how many people rap? You from Harlem? You know how many dudes is rapping in Harlem? Like, all right, I'm different. I got a different story. I look different. I always felt that way, and now it's starting to, you know what I mean? It's starting to come to pass. So I feel like the same way I went at ball, I treat the music the same way. My attitude was messed up. You get what I'm saying? I can have an attitude with this shit. It actually works into my favor. So it's like, it's weird, you know what I mean? But I treat it the same way.
I can see millions, billions, foreign, all that. I can see myself getting a lot of money. I can see the condo. I can see me in a sports car on 16th, shots of Brown at the sports bar.
Oh, we're in Ravenswood in Queens. Ravenswood Projects. Up the block from Queensbridge. It's my second home and all that. I've been coming here all my life. My auntie moved over here in like 93, 94. I've been coming back and forth over here since then, you know what I'm saying? I just like, got mad memories over here and just dudes I grew up with. All these niggas I knew forever, you know what I mean? So, and they all from Queens, like, so whenever I wasn't in Harlem or I'd be going through with my moms and some shit, I get on the train, come over here, you know what I mean? This was always my like little getaway, like, you know? Yeah, I got wild over here. I was a little more, I had my moms and my pops and them on me uptown, you know what I mean? Over here was my auntie, my cousin, like, and then he was running around. He not that much older than me. So I was getting wild over here, you know what I mean? And this was the projects, like in Harlem, I wasn't living in the projects. So that was different too, you know what I mean? Just the mentality and what be going on be different than the projects.
This shit about freaky.
What? Oh, I'll do anything? Alright. That's your shit? I don't even like that song.
I like that song.
That shit always make be in a good ass mood and hear that shit fuck me all the way up. This me right here. That's my sister Aisha, that's my little brother Errol. This me right here, I had the braids, that's like 8th grade. Me, I had the FUBU jersey on and all that, that's when the FUBU was lit. It's my pops right here, my mom. It's my grandmother, my Aunt Barbara, my Aunt Carol. Like I actually started recording myself and I had this kid was my little man, lived on the 3rd floor in this building. He knew how to engineer and all that. And on my tape Black Rose, I got a song called Free Charlie. And Charlie, he called me before he got locked up like, yo, what you need as far as the music go, you need some money or whatever. Cause he was on his little street shit or whatever, so he was young, but he had a couple dollars. I was like, I don't need no money, I need a mic. You know what I mean? I need my own microphone, cause at the time it was hard to find studios and I ain't know nobody, I ain't wanna be paying $50 an hour. So my little man was engineering, and I could take y'all in the back, but I was in the back room in this exact apartment. I did No Regrets, I did Gemini. I did like 2 whole mixtapes in the back room right here. Where all these same niggas be in the room, I be having to tell them, yo, be quiet. I'm about to record, like, we mad packed, we sweating. Right in the back room, you know what I mean? And that's how this shit started. I be doing videos over here. I could record it here, then go back to Harlem and play it for like all my dudes on my block. Like, yo, you like this shit? They like, yo, that shit getting hype. Ain't it ironic? Look who been in the mirror. That been there for at least 8 to 10 years, man. Excuse all the sneakers. This the bando though. We was right over here in this corner. This TV wasn't here. We was right here, man. It'd be a nigga sitting here. I'll pull a chair right here. This was the mic. We had the little inbox right here. We had to cut the AC off. And in the wintertime, the radiator, this shit be burning. So you be over here sweating crazy, like. Still was the biggest record that I did right here. That's like a fanfare. Like a lot of people that be hitting me up, they be telling me they like Still. And I did Still sitting right here. We sitting right here. Found the beat on YouTube. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, homie that, I guess cause my shit started buzzing, he hit me up on Twitter like earlier this year, like, yo, I ain't getting nothing for that. I'm like, I ain't getting nothing for that. Like, I ain't sell that record, that shit was free. But I guess, you know, he's seeing the whole Nas shit and all that, so he figured I'm lit. My cousin get off late night, he be in the room next door, music blasting. That's how I be waking up, hearing beats and shit, he'll be playing. Like, I walk right in the hall to his room. Yo, what's that? Oh, this some Cool G rap shit. Oh, this Big Daddy Kid. He put me on all that old shit. Right next in the room next to me. So I'll be sleep right here, hearing that shit coming through the wall. So this shit was like it was meant to be on some shit, you feel me? It just came from, a nigga never believed that shit came from this corner. Like, you feel me? Word. The influence from the bridge, like that's the next project's over, you know what I mean? So to go get weed, to go, my family gutter, like most of my dudes is from over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's only a couple dudes, like the majority of the niggas from Queens I be with from the bridge. I mean, it maybe be a handful that's from Ravenswood, but I was always in tune with Nas, always was in tune with the music from over there, you get what I'm saying? So with that shit being that close, that's how I met Jungle, from just walking, you know what I mean, going to the chicken spot or going to the Jamaican spot or going to get some liquor. So that was right there, so I was in tune with that too, you get what I'm saying? So that's why I was able to speak from this standpoint and from Harlem, because I be in Harlem all day, then I come out here, be out here all night, you know what I'm saying? So I was able to talk about both. All kind of shit that happened. Niggas done almost fought, mid-recording, all that, all start arguing. And the crazy part about it, this was my aunt room. This was my aunt, like I told y'all before, this was my aunt apartment, so this was her bedroom. You know what I'm saying? I be feeling like she be in here with me and all, like, what you doing in here? But this was my auntie room before she died. That's why I feel like, you know what I mean, no disrespect to no other Mass Appeal artist, but that's why I feel like me and Nas' relationship is like it is, because I'm the only one he can talk to about where he really from. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know his closest homies, like, I've been in his building where he grew up, all that, like, I know his brother, like, so it's a bunch of similarities, but it really started once I came over here. You get what I'm saying? Like, he had both his parents early on, then his people split. I had my mother and father my whole time, you get what I'm saying? But I was in the hood, you feel me, at the same time. So the stories is similar. I got homies that been shot. His brother was shot. He lost his friend, his boy Ill Will, he always rap about. I got homies that been killed, shot. I done been shot at, grazed in my leg. Like, mad, that come with just being amongst being outside. You're not gonna sit in the house all day, feel me? So our stories is similar, but they different at the same time. Nas ain't play no ball, you get what I'm saying? So it's just, we took different paths, but it's the same, it's coming from the same point of view. Honestly, the only difference is the fact that people know Nas behind it. You get what I'm saying? Like, it ain't like the 90s where you getting them crazy $1 million budgets and as soon as you sign, you move your mother to the mansion. It ain't all that. I'm still right where y'all filming me at. Before they might have been, all right, whatever. Now it's Nas, like, oh, you know what I mean? So they make that made it really, made flex check for it. You get what I'm saying? It made all these people that wasn't really paying attention to what was going on in the streets, it made them check for it. Like, it was a bunch of artists, shouts to the Lock, Styles, Kiss, they showed love from day one. But as far as the people that play the music, the DJs and the blogs and all that, they wasn't jacking it like that until Nas got on it, you know what I mean? And then once Nas said it, it was like, oh, all right. And then once he said it and then they really heard the music, it was like, oh, I mean, it makes sense that Nas got behind it. Like, I wasn't around, this is back in the day, like my father told me, but my aunt was super into instruments and, you know, the piano, all type of shit. That was her early loves, you get what I'm saying? So for me to be doing what I'm doing musically, I know she would just be super happy, you know what I mean? And just be glad that her nephew was even being talked about like I am with right here where she was born and raised. I'm still sipping Henny. She put me on the Hennessy, like, that's how I even know about Henny, through Aunt Barbara. Like, she have a bottle in the crib, Cheddar have a bottle in the crib. Like, I'd be a little dude coming over here Thanksgiving and all that. If I had to pick one song or one or two records that off Hate Me Now that I feel like really represents me and where I'm from, I would say Numb and Mama Working. Cause Numb, I'm really like, that's really how I be feeling. Like, I lost people that was with me every day, you get what I'm saying? And they wasn't no killers or no robbers, or they was regular dudes, you know what I mean, that got killed. I just take every blessing, I don't take nothing for granted, you get what I'm saying? Nothing I do or nothing good that come to me, I don't take that shit for granted, you get what I'm saying? Cause I know that shit could be going in the blink of an eye, like, all this could be gone. I just lost 2 friends in the last 2 weeks, they just got locked up. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to get sentenced, like, for some real shit. And these is dudes, if you go on my Instagram, they with me every day, and all the pictures with me, all that, like, I gotta call, it's just I be seeing where, if I wasn't doing what I'm doing, where my life could be, just because of the company I keep. And these is dudes that's my day one friends. It ain't like I just picked to be with them. These is dudes, I know they mothers, they know my mother. We done ate together, been broke together, did shit with girls together. We didn't, I mean, these is my family, so it'd be crazy to know one morning I wake up, like I might have an interview, but my man just got locked up and I was just with him the night before, in the club, partying, drinking, all that. I said, yo, call me in the morning. And then I don't hear from him. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm so caught up in what I'm doing with my music and trying to get away from all that, where it'd be weird, man, and I be losing homies as I'm going. So that shit really create a numb feeling where I be like, yo, at the end of the day, it's all good, but it could be all bad. You get what I'm saying? So I would say Numb and Mama Working. You know what I mean? My mother didn't work, she at work right now. You get what I'm saying? Like, my mother been working all my life, 2, 3 jobs. You feel me? So I never knew her not working. ever. There's never been a time where I just could chill with my mother. Like super just chill, like she come home, cook, whatever. We may have an hour to 30 minutes to spare. You get what I'm saying? And just catch up on the day and she going to sleep. And that's my best friend. Like me and my mother, I have a better relationship with her than anybody. Anytime I went to jail, that's the only person I call. Anything good happen, any money if I got $100, she got $100. Like, so the Record Mama working was just letting people know like where it came from. Like I can remember being in the crib trying to sell my little weed, bagging up my weed in my mother's kitchen, knowing she get off at 11. I'm calling her, yo, Mom, what time you get off? She like, wow, like, you know what I mean? Like, she ain't knowing what I'm doing in the house, you know what I mean? So I can remember all of that. So I felt like that really painted how I became who I am. You get what I'm saying? Because I can remember getting in trouble with my mother and her not telling my dad, because my father was the crazy one. You get what I'm saying? My mother was the one I could reason with, and I could be doing dead wrong, be like, yo, Ma, it ain't really that what you think it is, it ain't. And she be like, all right, baby. My pops wasn't hearing that shit. But she came to SOBs and it was like the whole building was like, yo, Dave East is that deal. Like, you know what I mean? And for her to see that without me telling her, like, yo, Ma, they feeling me. You know what I mean? She saw it for herself. She was in the cut, had her little Long Island iced tea, drinking. She wasn't in the mix of the crowd, but she was in the building. So for her to see the love and to see people reciting my lyrics and all that, let her know like, yo, my son he really doing what he loved to do beyond all the failures. I know ball ain't work. I know he went to jail. Like my mother was there for all of that. You get what I'm saying? So for me to bounce back and be doing something now, like I feel like I'm catching up. You get what I'm saying? A lot of my homies that I play ball with in the NBA now or overseas getting money. So I was, pardon my French, fucked up for some years. You get what I'm saying? Because I had to transition from something I was doing all my life and jump into something brand new. There's only a certain way I wanted to do shit. Like with rap, I don't want to be no underground rapper. The fact that Nas got it and it's starting to, that's where I saw myself. I didn't see myself as no, yo, I'm gonna be the hood hot dude. Like, no. I see me like Drake and all these dudes that's selling out arenas. You get what I'm saying? Same with the ball. And I figured, if I ain't going to the NBA, I'm not about to go to Turkey, make $30,000 a month, not know the language, not know what to eat. I'm not gonna do that. You get what I'm saying? If I can't do it to the best that I could do it, I don't wanna fuck with it. That's just me. So I said, I'm gonna get into something else. And I done got the music at my point right now, as long as I've been in it and my status is at the best it could be. You get what I'm saying? As far as my city go, you feel me? I don't feel like there's nobody in New York without a real backing or really been putting it in for real, that's moving the way I'm moving. That's just my opinion. You get what I'm saying? And that just came from every night, every morning doing it. You know what I mean? And people telling me I couldn't do the shit. Telling me like, nigga, you play ball. You ain't, why you rap? All right. I was like, all right, watch. I knew I was hot. I knew I could rap and I knew I had stories that people, the everyday person could relate to. Same way they relate to Jay-Z, Nas and all these dudes, I knew I had the same shit. So I just ran with it, you know what I mean?
I was in the trap all night, all day, trying to get my money back for the sun drop. I'm paranoid, so my gun cock. About to run my city, but I started off on one block. Lexa drop a bomb to the shit. We be in the projects every other day, boy. I do the mansion with some bunnies, I'm a playboy. Don't even ask me what I make, boy. I got my mask on in the kitchen. Caught a cramp in my wrist from the whipping. He acting nervous from the gang, but he snitching.